Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Ram,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram,
Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare Ram Ram
Ram,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Thank
Ram
you.
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram
Ram,
Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare Hare
Ram, Ram,
Ram
Hare Ram,
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
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 Ram,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Ram,
Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Ram,
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Ram,
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 Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Guru,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Guru,
Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Guru,
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Guru,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Guru,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Guru,
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Guru,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Ram Ram Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Guru,
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Guru,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Guru,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Hare Guru,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare
Guru,
Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare Guru,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Ram,
Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare Ram,
Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram
Hare Ram,
Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram,
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Ram,
Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare
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 Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Ram,
Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare
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 Ram,
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Guna,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare Ram,
Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Guna,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Guna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Guna,
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Hare
Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare 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 Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Ram,
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Hare
Ram,
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Rama Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna.
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna.
Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna.
Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Vivasana,
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Rama,
Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Ram Ram
Ram,
Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare
Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram,
Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare 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 Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna 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 Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna 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 Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
जय
Krishna,
श्री कृष्ण
Krishna
चैतन्य प्रभु
Krishna Hare
नित्यानंद
Hare.
श्री अद्वैत
Hare
गदाधर
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna,
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna
हरे
Krishna Hare Hare,
हरे
Hare
राम
Ram,
हरे
Hare
राम
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna
हरे राम
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare.
हरे राम
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare.
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
जय श्री
Hare
कृष्ण जय
Ram
जय
Hare
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 Ram,
Hare Krishna
जरा
Krishna
स्वास्थ्य गौरव
Krishna
हरे कृष्ण
Hare
हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण
Hare
कृष्ण
Ram
हरे
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Ram
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
हरे
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram Krishna Krishna Hare Ram
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram.
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare Ram.
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram.
Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara
Krishna
Srivastava Bhaktivinoda Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram.
Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Gaur
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare Krishna everyone 7:30
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. So we'll read Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay. See. First we are on. So Parikshit Maharaj has some questions about Priyavrata Maharaj, how he was advanced in spiritual knowledge, then how did he enter Grihastha ashram, and then how did he perfect his life even though he was in the Grihastha ashram? How did he perfect his life? So Sukdev Goswami said, yes, you have said what you have said is correct. So Prabhupada says Sukdev Goswami accepted both the positions, both the understandings of Parikshit Maharaj as correct. One is that one who is advanced in Krishna consciousness cannot embrace materialistic life, and one who has embraced materialistic life cannot take up Krishna consciousness. But then he also says that one who has tasted the nectar of the Lord's lotus feet, nectarian rasa of Lord's relationship and his service, then he cannot, even though he may be checked time being by some impediment, he never gives up his exalted position. So, Priyavrata Maharaj was instructed by who? Who instructed him? In
Narad Muni.
yes,
Swayambhu.
Narad Muni instructed Priyavrata Maharaj and made him renounced. So he did not want to take charge. His father, Swayambhu Manu, said, no, please take charge of ruling the world. He did not say no, but he did not welcome the question. So, and he raised the question that he will be diverted from devotional service. If he accepted all this material affairs, ruling the kingdom, he was thinking that if I rule the kingdom and if I get absorbed in this thing, then I will be diverted from my Krishna consciousness. So that is one thing also one has to, before one makes choices in life, one has to see whether it is favorable for Krishna consciousness or not. If you already made the choices, and then further choices, every moment is a choice, we say. So we made choices which we may think is not, we didn't do the right thing, but then we have further choices to make. So at least those further choices we should, because the road to improvement is never ending, right? Krishna consciousness, we can always improvise. and always try to elevate our consciousness. So, so it's very important to make the right choices in life, and otherwise, the wrong choices can make our Krishna consciousness practice difficult. So, but as we know, we can be Krishna conscious in any situation of life. So, but if we want to make life simple and easy, then why make it complicated? That's the thing. You can be Krishna consciousness even in a messed up situation. You can be Krishna conscious. Of course, sometimes you can be more Krishna conscious because you have trouble and you are praying to Krishna. So you're remembering Krishna more than in a happy situation. But we don't want to create an unhappy situation by wrong choices. That's basically what it is. So he was worried that he very conscientiously raised the question of whether he might be diverted from devotional service by accepting the responsibility of ruling over the world. So he was afraid that he may be losing his Krishna consciousness. So Devki was also afraid of Kans. We say how when the devotee is afraid that his Krishna consciousness would be affected, I've got this rare opportunity, I've got this diamond, I will lose the diamond. When you have a very valuable thing and when you feel like you lose it, you will carefully guard it. But if you have something very valuable and you don't think it is very valuable, this opportunity to chant the holy name is very valuable because this is the saving grace according to Shastra, and if you don't avail of this opportunity, then it may be lost and tomorrow we may not have the situation. And so in Hindi we say अब पछताए हो क्या जब चिड़िया चुग गई खेत. So before, that means if you have a field and the sparrow eats away all the grains, sparrow, pigeons, then you should have taken care before. But now what is the use? No use crying over spilt milk, as in English they say, because the milk has already spilled. So before the milk was spilled, you should have taken care. But once the milk is spilled, then. But it's not like we are perfect and we can take care everything in the beginning. Then we would not have come even to the material world if we made the right choices. But we made the wrong choices. Now, at least we have made wrong choices and so many things. So now we should make the proper choices. And to make the right choice and to know the right choice is one thing, and to make the right choice is also requires inspiration and strength and so many things. So in this way, the purpose of human life can be successful. Okay, so then the next verse, 517. Anybody has any comments on anything? So we'll go to the next verse. Sri Shukdev Goswami continued, the first created being and most powerful demigod in this universe is Lord Brahma, who is always responsible for developing universal affairs. From Brahma is the secondary creator, and he is the most powerful demigod. So when the demigods are in trouble, they go to Brahma, and he is responsible for. So born directly from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he dedicates his activities to the welfare of the entire universe. So he is in charge of the universe, so he has to see that everything in the universe is going on nicely. For he knows the purpose of the universal creation. The purpose of the universal creation is so that one can leave this universal creation. It is a rectification of consciousness. That is the purpose of the universal creation. This supremely powerful Lord Brahma, accompanied by his associates and the personified Vedas, left his own abode in the highest planetary system and descended to the place of Prince Priyavrata's meditation. So it was a serious situation. So Brahma himself came from Satyalok. Because here is Swayambhu Manu, he is old, and Priyavrat is the prince, and he says, I don't want to rule the kingdom. I want to renounce and go. So Brahma came from Satyalok to where Prince Priyavrat was meditating on the Supreme Lord to convince him to accept to become a king. Okay, and so we'll read the purport. Lord Vishnu, the Supreme Self, Atma, is the source of everything, as explained in the Vedanta Sutra. Janmadi yasya yataha. Because Brahma was born directly from Lord Vishnu, he is called Atma Yoni. He is also called Bhagavan, although generally Bhagavan refers to the Supreme Personality of God, Vishnu or Lord Krishna. Because he is very powerful, he is called Bhagavan. Sometimes great personalities such as demigods like Lord Brahma, Narada or Lord Shiva are also addressed as Bhagavan because they carry out the purpose of the Supreme Personality of God. They are not God, but they have been empowered by God. So they have a lot of power. That's why they are addressed as Bhagavan. Normally we say Bhagavan means one who is the Supreme. Lord Brahma is called Bhagavan because he is the secondary creator of this universe. He is always thinking of how to improve the situation of the conditioned souls who have come to the material world to enjoy material activities. So his concern is how to make them Krishna conscious. For this reason, he disseminates the Vedic knowledge throughout the universe for everyone's guidance. So that's Brahma, Narada, Vyasa. Like that, there's a parampara. Vedic knowledge is divided in two parts, Pravritti Marg and Nivritti Marg. Nivritti Marg is the path of negating sense enjoyment, and Pravritti Marg is the path by which the living entities are given a chance to enjoy and at the same time are directed in such a way that they can go back home, back to Godhead. So Pravritti Marg is where you can, Pravritti means advancement and Nivritti means retirement. So Nivritti Marg is the path of renunciation and Pravritti Marg is advancement of material activities, but in such a way that eventually you become detached and you go back home, back to Godhead. So, because ruling over this universe is a great responsibility, Brahma must force many Manus in different ages to take charge of universal affairs. So he needs help. So he is employing many Manus. Under each Manu, there are different kings who also execute the purpose of Lord Brahma. So, like in a company, you have a CEO, and then under CEO, you have many different project managers and like that. So, they're all assisting the CEO. So, like that, Brahma has Manus, and under them, there are different kings. And under the project manager, there are many employees like that. It is understood from previous explanations that the father of Dhruva Maharaj, King Uttanapad, ruled over the universe because his elder brother Priyavrata practiced austerity from the very beginning of his life. So Priyavrata was the first son and he should have become the king. Rather, Uttanapad became the king because Priyavrata was not interested. He was practicing tapasya from the beginning of his life. Thus, up to the point of Prachetas, the king of the universe, were all descendants of Uttanapad Maharaj. Since there were no suitable kings after the Prachetas, Swayambhu Manu went to Gandhamadan Hill to bring back his eldest son. Priyavrata was meditating there. So he had 3 daughters and 2 sons. So after the Prachetas, Uttanapad, everybody died. And so there was nobody. So then Swayambhu Manu went to Priyavrata, who was maybe still living. I don't know how. There must be a big age difference. But Priyavrata was the elder, was the first son, right? I think. And Uttanapad was the second son. So Priyavrata must have been elder to Uttanapad. Because we read, right, that first he described the second son of Uttanapad, now he's going to describe the first son of Swayambhu Manu. So Swayambhu Manu requested Priyavrata to rule over the universe. When he refused, Lord Brahma descended from the supreme planetary system known as Satyalok to request Priyavrata to accept the order. Lord Brahma did not come alone. He came with other great sages like Marichi, Atreya, and Vashishta. Convinced Priyavrata that it was necessary for him to follow the Vedic injunctions and accept the responsibility of ruling over the world, Lord Brahma also brought with him the personified Vedas, his constant associates. So he came to make his case stronger. He came with so many other people. A significant word sages. A significant word in this verse is Swabhavanat, indicating that Lord Brahma descended from his own abode. Every demigod has his own abode. Indra, the king of demigods, they have their own planets, right? So it's every demigod has their own planet. Indra, the king of demigods, has his own abode, as do Chandra, the lord of moon planet, and Surya, the predominating deity of the sun planet. There are many millions of demigods. How many demigods are there?
330 million.
330 million demigods. Yeah, there are many millions of demigods. And the stars and planets are their respective homes. And so each of them must have an abode, maybe. And so there are at least 330 million planets or places. There are many millions of demigods, and the stars and planets are their respective homes. This is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita, Yanti Devavrata Devan. Those who worship the demigods go to their different planetary systems. So the whole world, the universe is not just nobody is there and we are the only ones in the universe. That is not accepted by the Vedic viewpoint. Sometimes they say there are UFOs, aliens, but people generally don't know. I mean, we don't know whether who is staying because we cannot scientifically, but through Vedas we understand that there are different living beings on different planets. Lord Brahma's abode, the highest planetary system, is called Satyalok or sometimes Brahmalok. Brahmalok usually refers to the spiritual world. The abode of Lord Brahma is Satyalok, but because Lord Brahma resides there, it is also sometimes called Brahmalok. So Brahmalok or Satyalok. So Brahma came down with Marichi, Atreya, Vashishta, and everybody. So let's see what the conversation happens then. Swayambhu Manu was not able to convince Priyavrata Maharaj to become the king. So then Brahma came. Of course, now this responsibility that Priyavrata Maharaj has to do is basically to see that everybody becomes Krishna conscious in his kingdom, and they require a ruler. The citizens require somebody to guide them. So Priyavrata Maharaj, being very very qualified, and so he was supposed to act in service to Krishna to guide. So Brahma is coming because there is nobody to take charge of the universe. I mean, the king be the king. So the kings have anxiety that after me, how will this? Even Chitraketu Maharaj had anxiety after me. Then who will rule the kingdom? And so he was upset, sad that he had no child until Angira Muni came. And then his son died actually. What to do? Harsha Shok. So yeah, sometimes we pray for something that we get, and then when we lose that thing, we become miserable also. So I don't know what happened, who ruled the Chitraketu Maharaj's kingdom after his only son Harsha Shok died. So anyhow, so in this material world, you only get something to lose it eventually. Right? There is nothing permanent here. So, but while it is there, you have to take charge of the. Somebody has to make sure that things are going on nicely. So Brahma has that duty. So he came down. So let's see what happens next. As Lord Brahma descended on his carrier, the great swan, all the residents of the planets named Siddhalok, Gandharvalok, Sadhyalok, and Charanalok, as well as the great sages and demigods flying in their different airplanes, assembled within the canopy of the sky to receive Lord Brahma and worship him. Brahma's carrier, Swan, brought him. Then everybody came to receive Lord Brahma. As they received respect and adoration from the residents of various planets. So in the sky only they received Lord Brahma. From different planets they came. Not on the ground. It doesn't say that all. They all came on the ground. As they received respect and adoration from the residents of the various planets. Lord Brahma appeared just like the full moon surrounded by illuminating stars. So all the different people who came from Siddhalok, Gandharvalok, they were like stars, and Brahma was like the moon. Lord Brahma's great swan then arrived at the border of Gandha Madan Hill and approached Prince Priyavrata, who was sitting there. It appears from this description that there is a regular interplanetary travel between the planets of the demigods. Another significant point here is that there is a planet covered mostly by great mountains, one of which is Gandha Madan Hill. Three great personalities, Priyavrata, Narada, and Swayambhu Manu, were sitting on this hill. Narad Muni was there, his disciple Priyavrata, and Priyavrata's father, Swayambhu Manu. All three of them were on the hill. According to Brahma Samhita, each universe is filled with different planetary systems, and every system has unique opulence. So the conditions are different. Sometimes, some states are very hilly, like Tennessee and some. They have a lot of hills. Some states have more of another something like that. So even in different planets, Prabhupada is saying that there are different kinds of conditions. So each universe is filled with planetary systems. Sorry, what happened? And every system has a unique opulence. For example, on Siddhalok, all the residents are very advanced in the powers of mystic yoga. That's why it's called Siddhalok. They can fly from one planet to another without airplanes or other flying machines. They can go from one planet to another. Can you imagine? They can fly. Similarly, the residents of Gandharvalok are expert in musical science. Gandharvalok, they sing and they're so amazing music. And those on Sadhyalok are all great saints. The interplanetary system undoubtedly exists, and residents of different planets may go from one to another, and they don't need an airplane. This requires a lot of faith to accept, right? Because we don't have any such experience. We always have to travel by plane if you want to go from one point. On this earth, however, we have not invented any machine that can go directly from one planet to another, although an unsuccessful attempt has been made to go directly to the moon. Okay, we'll not go into whether it was successful or unsuccessful, but according to Prabhupada, this is unsuccessful attempt. I don't know when he wrote this fifth canto, but anyhow, so yeah, so they all came. Who were the three people sitting on the hill?
Narad Muni, Priyavrata, and Swayambhu Manu.
Let's see what happens next. Lord Brahma, the father of Narad Muni, is the supreme person within this universe. So there is two pairs of father and son now. Brahma has arrived. Brahma's son is Narada. Of course, Brahma is the father of the all in one sense. And then is Swayambhu Manu and Priyavrata Maharaj. So, and they all came here. Lord Brahma, the father of Narad Muni, is the supreme person within this universe. Of course, we say Swayambhu Manu was also the son of Brahma only. As soon as Narada saw the great swan, he could understand that Lord Brahma had arrived. Therefore, he immediately stood up. So he received knowledge from Brahma. So as soon as he came, Brahma came, Narad Muni immediately stood up along with Swayambhu Manu and his son Priyavrata, whom Narad was instructing. Then they folded their hands and began to worship Lord Brahma with great respect. So they all offered respects to Brahma, got up from their seat. As stated in the previous verse, Lord Brahma was accompanied by other demigods, but his specific carrier was the great swan. Therefore, as soon as Narad Muni saw the swan, he could understand that his father, Lord Brahma, who is also known as Hiranyagarbha, was arriving. Thus he immediately stood up with Swayambhu Manu and his son Priyavrata to receive Lord Brahma and offer him respect. Okay, so then next verse. My dear King Parikshit, because Lord Brahma had finally descended from Satyalok to Bhulok, so Bhu is like the earth, so this happened on earth. Narad Muni, Prince Priyavrata, and Swayambhu Manu came forward to offer him objects of worship and to praise him in highly qualified language according to Vedic etiquette. So he is very exalted, Lord Brahma. So they came to do some arati, some flowers, something, and then they were praising him also. At that time, Lord Brahma, the original person of the universe, this universe, felt compassion for Priyavrata. Looking upon him with a smiling face, spoke to him as follows. So Brahma is now speaking to Priyavrata Maharaj. He is very compassionate and very compassionate look. He started speaking. And he was smiling also. That Lord Brahma descended from Satyalok to see Priyavrata indicates that the matter was very serious. Narad, so he had come all the way from Satyalok to Bhulok. Narad Muni had come to advise Priyavrata about the value of spiritual life, knowledge, renunciation, and bhakti. And Lord Brahma knew that Narada's instructions were very impressive. Therefore, unless Lord Brahma personally went to Gandha Madan Hill to request Priyavrata, Lord Brahma knew that Prince Priyavrata would not accept his father's order. So Narada was there and his instructions were very strong, impressive, So he was thinking, yeah, I have to go, otherwise, Priyavrata is not going to listen to his father. Brahma's purpose was to break Priyavrata's determination. Therefore, Brahma first looked upon Priyavrata with compassion. His smile and compassionate features also indicated that although Brahma would request Priyavrata to accept household life, Priyavrata would not be out of touch with devotional service. That's why he was smiling. By the blessings of a Vaishnava, everything is possible. This is described in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu as Kripa Siddhi, or perfection attained simply by the blessings of a superior person. One usually becomes liberated and perfect by executing the regulative principles set down in the Shastras. Nonetheless, many persons have achieved perfection simply by the blessings of a spiritual master or superior. So that's called Kripa Siddhi, and there is Sadhana Siddhi. So, but yeah, it's the blessings. But I don't know. Prabhupada says, I have given you my mercy. My mercy is there. I have given you my what is it? My
Instruction.
instructions. Now you have to follow them. So I don't know, the blessings. When the pure devotee desires that this person be liberated, then Krishna, even though that person may not be qualified, but because of the prayer of the pure devotee, that person can become liberated. So, like Prabhupada said about Radharani, right? We go and give the flower to Radharani, and Radharani will give it to Krishna. And Radharani appeals to Krishna because she's very compassionate, and she tells Krishna that Krishna, here is your devotee, he wants to offer you a flower. Please accept it. And Prabhupada was saying that I may not be qualified, but because Radharani has recommended, then Krishna cannot refuse. So, so that is also there. If there is somebody, some pure devotee who recommends us, that okay, Krishna, please accept him, then Krishna will accept. So that is the blessings of spiritual master or superior, right? So he's saying, so Brahma is blessing Priyavrata, and so in this way, everything is possible. Priyavrata was the grandson of Lord Brahma, and as joking competition sometimes takes place between grandson and grandfather. In this case also, Priyavrata was determined to remain in meditation, whereas Brahma was determined that he rule the universe. Thus Lord Brahma's affectionate smile and glance meant, my dear Priyavrata, you have decided not to accept household life, but I have decided to convince you that you must accept it. Actually, Brahma had come to praise Priyavrata for his high standard of renunciation, austerity, penance, and devotion, so that he would not be deviated from devotional service, even though he would accept household life. In this verse, one important word is Shukta Vakena. So he had come to convince. Priyavrata Maharaj had doubts, right? He was a little apprehensive that if I become householder, then I will not be able to focus on Krishna. And Brahma had come to convince him that no, that would not happen. In the Vedas, there is the following prayer to Lord Brahma. Okay, Brahma was received with the appropriate Vedic hymns, and because he was welcomed according to Vedic etiquette, he was very pleased. Okay, so normally we say this is the path of renunciation, and Prabhupada said like that if at all you can, yeah, follow the path of renunciation, then that's very good. But according to our consciousness, where we are at, everybody is at not the same level of consciousness. So in the Gajendra story, he writes that one should situate himself in some situation where he can practice Krishna consciousness without disturbance. Of course, Priyavrata Maharaj was very renounced, or naturally he had a calling for, and because of Narad Muni's association, he had. But there was a service that needed to be done. So that's why he was being, persuaded by Brahma to rule the kingdom and get married like that. So, but Priyavrata Maharaj himself was very renounced because of his association with Narad Muni. Narad Muni's that quality is there to make everybody renounce. But here there was a situation like that where service had to be done. So he convinced Priyavrata, and he allayed the fear of Priyavrata because Priyavrata was fearful that what will happen if I may lose my Krishna consciousness. So fear is good, right? We should have fear that I will lose my Krishna consciousness. I have to be very careful. I have to chant Hare Krishna nicely. I have to, so otherwise I may lose my motivation if I don't associate with devotees. I don't read the scriptures. I may lose Krishna consciousness if I offend the devotees, like that, so many things. So Prabhupada said we should have healthy fear of this illusory energy, because we can lose our Krishna consciousness. So that is, Priyavrata Maharaj had all these qualities. But here, because Brahma is coming and blessing him, so Lord Brahma, the supreme person within this universe, said, my dear Priyavrata, kindly hear attentively what I shall say to you. Do not be jealous of the Supreme Lord. I don't know why he's saying like that, because he was not jealous of the Supreme Lord, who is beyond our experimental measurements. All of us, including Lord Shiva, your father, including Lord Shiva, your father and great sage Maharishi Narada, must carry out the order of the Supreme. So he said, I have come with the order from the Supreme. Basically, that's what it means. So he says, don't deny the order of the Supreme. We cannot deviate from his order. So Brahma was also coming because maybe the Lord wanted this to happen. So he says, don't, that's why he says, don't be jealous of the Supreme Lord. Let's see what Prabhupada says in the purport. Of the 12 great authorities in devotional service, 4, Lord Brahma himself, his son Narada, Swayambhu Manu, and Lord Shiva, were present before Priyavrata. So all the 12 Mahajans, 4 Mahajans are present right there. Lord Brahma came, Shiva also came with him. So there are 4 Mahajans present right before Priyavrata Maharaj. Narad Muni is there, Swayambhu Manu, Brahma, and Lord Shiva. They were accompanied by many other authoritative sages, and not only 4, there were many others. Brahma first wanted to impress upon Priyavrata that although these great personalities are all authorities, they cannot possibly disobey the orders of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is described in this verse as Deva, which means always glorious. So that was the order of the Supreme Brahma had brought. The power, glory, and potencies of the Supreme Personality of Godhead can never be diminished. In the Ishopanishad, the Lord is described as Apapa Vittha, which indicates that he is never affected by anything materially considered sinful. Similarly, Srimad Bhagavatam describes the Supreme Personality of Godhead as being so powerful that nothing we might consider abominable can affect him. So Brahma is saying, just be obedient to the order of the Supreme Lord. An example sometimes given to explain the position of Supreme Lord is that of the sun, which evaporates urine from the earth but is never affected by contamination. The Supreme Lord can never be accused of doing anything wrong. So whatever Krishna does is perfect. That's what. When Lord Brahma went to induce Priyavrata to accept the responsibility for ruling the universe, he did not go whimsically. He was following the directions of the Supreme Lord. Now there are 2 things. Priyavrata had to rule the universe and also he had to get married. So Priyavrata Maharaj would have said that, I can rule the universe, but I don't want to get married. Because the concern was to rule the universe and guide the kingdom. But because then he would also need a descendant. So then he had to get married to have a child who would carry on when Priyavrata Maharaj would renounce after some time, just like his father Swayambhu Manu. Then there would be somebody to take care of so they were thinking like that, I think. And that's why he would have a child, he would continue. So I don't know how it was, like only the child could be, they couldn't appoint somebody else as the king. I don't know how it was. It was like a dynasty in which, so somebody else's child could have been qualified. I don't know, here somebody may ask, well, while Priyavrata Maharaj, if he didn't want to rule the kingdom, wasn't there anybody else who was qualified in the kingdom to rule? They could have appointed him as the king. They could have let Priyavrata Maharaj go because he was spiritually inclined. He didn't want to. But maybe the Lord wanted him to do this service. So he did not go whimsically. He was following the dictations of the Supreme Lord. So Brahma was coming because Supreme Lord wanted it. Indeed, Brahma and other genuine authorities never do anything without his permission. The Supreme Lord is situated in everyone's heart. In the beginning of Srimad Bhagavatam, it is said, Tene Brahma Hridaya Adi Kavaye. The Lord dictated Vedic knowledge to Brahma through his heart. The more a living entity is purified by devotional service, the more he comes in direct contact with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So Brahma is getting knowledge from within his heart, right? Because he's surrendered to Krishna. And then Prabhupada quotes this verse from Bhagavad Gita, Tesham Satada Yuktanam Bhajatam Priti Purvakam Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam Yena Mamupiyanti. To those who are constantly devoted and worship me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. So if we engage in devotional service, then all the answers will come from within, the Chaitya Guru in the heart. We constantly engage in devotional service. Krishna will give us the intelligence to act in such a way that we will go back home, back to Godhead. Lord Brahma, therefore, had not come to Priyavrata by his own whims. Rather, it is understood that he had been ordered to pursue at Priyavrata by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, whose activities cannot be understood by material senses, and who is therefore described herein as aprameya, immeasurable. Thus, Lord Brahma first advised Priyavrata. This words aprameya comes in the 16th chapter also of Bhagavad Gita, where it says their anxieties are those who are not in God consciousness, their anxieties are immeasurable. So, aprameya. Anyway, so in the 16th chapter. Lord Brahma, therefore, so we have anybody who comes into the material world has anxiety. That's how this is kuntha. And until you become fully Krishna conscious, there will be always anxiety. Anyway, that's a different thing. So, anyway, so here Brahma came and he was guided by the Supreme Lord. Thus, Lord Brahma first advised Priyavrata to hear his words with attention and without envy. So he says, just listen to me first, what I have to say. Why one is induced to perform certain acts despite his desire to do something else is indicated herein. Of course, there can be many reasons. One, despite his desire to do something else, why one is induced to perform certain acts despite his desire to do something else. That is indicated herein. And this is in response to Priyavrata Maharajan. One cannot disobey the orders of the Supreme Lord, even if one is as powerful as Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, Manu, or the great sage Narada. All these authorities are certainly very powerful, but they do not have the power to disobey the orders of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Since Lord Brahma had come to Priyavrata in accordance with the orders of the Supreme Lord, he first wanted to dispel any suspicions that he might be acting as Priyavrata's enemy. Lord Brahma was following the orders of the Supreme Lord, and therefore it would be worthwhile for Priyavrata to accept Lord Brahma's order as the Lord desired. Okay. So then,
This is same as Arjuna not wanting to fight, but Krishna telling him to fight. Like Arjuna also wanted to renounce, go to the forest, but direct words from Krishna because Krishna wants him to fight, so he'll fight. So here also, so Brahma is coming with the instructions from Krishna.
good comparison, yeah. Yeah, that's how, whatever, I mean, Arjuna, yeah, he was soft-hearted, Prabhupada says he didn't want to take revenge and fight, but Krishna wanted to establish the Pandavas as the rulers, so that's why he told Arjuna to fight. And without Arjuna, the battle could not be won. But of course, Krishna used him as an instrument also, so, to fulfill his desire. So, yeah.
Same thing, I think Lord Rishabh Dev is coming in his dynasty. So Lord has a plan for his descendants.
Hmm. Yeah. Maybe
One more
Priyavrata.
thought I got it. Sorry, Krishna Prabhuji. So one more thought I got it, like, this past time, like, when Brahma said to Priyavrata he is not ready to take that ruling kingdom, but he decided he sent to the money. In the same way, we also say to our family members to take to Krishna consciousness. When that is not working, they will also go through the devotees, like, the way how Brahma did. Same thing, we also go with the true devotees to preach.
Mhm. So Swayambhu Manu was not able to convince. So then maybe Brahma came. some other devotee has to preach, right? You're saying that when we tell our family members, then
Yeah. So we ask devotees, let devotees preach, not me, the family members.
yeah, some other devotee should come and preach to them. Generally, it's difficult sometimes to preach in the family because they think you are like their, how this little child is, especially to parents, because when parents think, "All right, this baby grew up on my lap, and now he or she is instructing me what to do. We know better, we have only given knowledge." So some ego is there also, like that. But sometimes it is also, yeah, some parents are like very, because they love their children, they will do what their children says also. Sometimes it happens like that. Like Krishna told Nanda Baba. Of course, these are all spiritual pure devotees, but and because of love for Krishna, Nanda Maharaj stopped sacrifice of Indra. So that's also there. But mostly, yeah, it is difficult also to preach to the family members. So if somebody from outside comes, then that's more effective. Anyway, so not everybody is going to take up Krishna consciousness in this material world. And we have to worry about our own journey back home. Of course, it's not like we don't have to become bhajan anandis and not worry about others. But despite you telling somebody to chant Hare Krishna, they may not chant Hare Krishna. And they may not. Everybody has their own freedom, free will. So we can't force anybody. So what to do? Like that. And we have to improve our own spiritual life because everything is temporary also. Nobody is related, family and all this. It's all going to go in some time. So we help, like in book distribution, if somebody is not taking a book, we don't argue with them. We convince them, we persuade, like Maharaj was saying yesterday. You have to persuade, not coerce, not force. You have to persuade, but if somebody is not getting, then you move on to another person, like that. Because ultimately, everybody is child of Krishna. So those who are favorable, we move on to them. Even our family members don't take it, then we move on to somebody else. Like Prabhupada, right? He said, I left one family. He could not preach to his wife, and yeah, so then he left his family, and then he said, oh, I left one wife and so many children, but now I've got so many children without the botheration of a wife, something like that, he said. So, anyway, so this is Vasudhaiva Kutumbikam philosophy. One cannot avoid the order of the Supreme Personality of Godhead because everybody is Krishna's child. Right? So one cannot avoid the order of the Supreme Personality of God, not by the strength of severe austerities, an exalted Vedic education, or the power of mystic yoga, physical prowess, or intellectual activities. So whatever the Supreme Personality of Godhead is decided, that must happen. You cannot avoid it. Even if you do a lot of tapasya, Hiranyakashipu was meant to be killed, so he was killed. Even he did a lot of tapasya. Because nor can one use, because Vishnu had said, I will come when he tortures his son Prahlad, then I will come. So he had done and kill him basically. Nor can one use his power of religion, his material opulence, or any other means, either by himself or with the help of others, to defy the orders of the Supreme Lord. That is not possible for any living being from Brahma down to the end. So whatever the Lord desires must happen. So nobody can refute the order. That's what he's saying. And we were hearing yesterday, Amrendra Prabhu was saying, right, in the third canto, Kapila Dev says, because of my fear, the sun is rising, the wind is blowing, death is chasing everyone. Like that, there's a verse like that. So everything is happening because of the order of the Supreme Lord. So in the Brihad Aranakya Upanishad, Yajnavalkya says to Gargi, the daughter of Gargamuni, My dear Gargi, everything is under the control of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. All the demigods are performing their duties. Even the sun, moon, and other controllers and demigods like Lord Brahma and King Indra are all under his control. Except in Vrindavan, when he is under the control. An ordinary human being or animal who has accepted a material, but that is out of his own sweet will. Right? He says, yeah. Even the sun, moon, and other controllers and demigods like Lord Brahma and King Indra are all under his control. An ordinary human being or animal who has accepted a material body cannot go beyond the jurisdiction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead's control. A material body includes senses. However, the sense activities of so-called scientists who try to be free from God's laws or the laws of nature are useless. This is also confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 7:14. Mama Maya Durattaya. Krishna is saying, no way you can overcome unless you surrender to me. There is a lecture by Radhanath Maharaj. Maya won't let go until you surrender. I think there is some title actually. So, it is impossible to surpass the control of material nature, for the Supreme Personality of Godhead is working behind it. So, only if he orders Maya, okay, then Maya will let us go. So, because Maya is also working under the Supreme Lord's Srishti Sthiti Pralaya Satna Shakti Rekha Chayeva Yasya Bhuvanani Bibarti Durga Ichhanurupam api yasya cheshtate sa Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ichhanurupam. So sometimes we are proud of our austerities, penances and mystic yogic powers, but it's clearly stated herein that one cannot surpass the laws and directions of the Supreme Personality of Godhead either by dint of mystic power, a scientific education or austerities and penances. It is impossible. The word Manishaya by intelligence is of special significance. Priyavrata might argue that Lord Brahma was requesting him to accept family life and the responsibility of ruling a kingdom, although Narad Muni had advised him not to enter household life and be entangled in material affairs. Whom to accept would be a puzzle for Priyavrata, because both Lord Brahma and Narad Muni are authorities. One is saying this, one is saying this. Whom to accept? Under the circumstances, the use of the word Manishaya is very appropriate, for it indicates that since both Narad Muni and Lord Brahma are authorized to give instruction, Priyavrata should neglect neither of them, but should use his intelligence to follow the advice of both. But how can he follow the advice of both? To solve such dilemmas, Srila Rupa Goswami has given a very clear conception of intelligence. Anasaktasya vishayan yatharam upayunjataha nirbandha Krishna sambandhe yuktam vairagyam uchyate. Vishayan, so he has to practice Krishna consciousness without being attached. By ruling the kingdom, he should not become attached to the kingdom like that. So this is how he should do it. So he accepts Lord Brahma's instructions and Narad Muni's instruction also. So he is actually renounced also. He's yukta vairagya. That's how Vishaya and material affairs should be accepted without attachment, and everything should be dovetailed with the service of the Lord. That is real intelligence, Manisha. Becoming a family man or king in the material world is not harmful if one accepts everything for Krishna's service. That necessitates clear intelligence. Mayavadi philosophers say, Brahma Satyam Jagat Mithya, this material world is false, and only the absolute truth is real. However, an intelligent devotee in the line of Lord Brahma and the great sage Narada, or in other words, in the Brahma Sampradaya, does not consider this world false. That which is created by the Supreme Personality of Godhead cannot be false. So everything can be accepted, nothing without attachment, anasaktasya, knowing that there is sambandha with nirbandha Krishna sambandhe. This is all for Krishna. In that spirit, if you accept any duty, then that is yukta vairagya. And for the service of Krishna, so he should do like that. However, an intelligent devotee in the line of Lord Brahma and great sage Narada, or in other words, Brahma Sampradaya, does not consider this world false. That which is created by the Supreme Personality of Godhead cannot be false, but using it for enjoyment is. So, but the problem is that when you are in the kingdom and in opulence, then there is the danger of becoming, an enjoyer. And it happens in many. Indra also, he becomes carried away by, he becomes proud and he becomes, he disrespects his so many instances, so many things. He gets carried away by the thing. So everything is meant to be enjoyed by the Supreme, but as confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita, everything is meant for Krishna's enjoyment. Bhuktaram yagna tapasam sarvaloka maheshwaram. So if we become convinced that the very reason for my existence is to give Krishna pleasure, and in this way have loving relationship with him, so that's the main understanding. Any service you do, it is meant for not my pleasure but Krishna's pleasure, then you are pure devotee. If you do it, anything chanting or whatever you do it in this consciousness, that it is for Krishna's pleasure, Krishna wants me to do it, I'm doing it for his pleasure. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is the supreme proprietor and enjoyer, and therefore everything should be dovetailed for his enjoyment and service. And then when I give enjoyment to him, then I also enjoy by his reciprocation. That's how, regardless of one's circumstances, favorable or unfavorable, one should use everything to serve the Supreme Lord. That is the perfect way to use one's intelligence. So Yukta Vairagya means to use everything that we have for service of the Lord. Whatever assets and abilities and everything that we have been given, should use it for Krishna. Okay. Our energy should be used for Krishna's service, everything. So here to rule the kingdom, because so many, kingdom means so many people, right? He has to give Krishna consciousness to them. So he has to take charge of the kingdom. Okay. You hear that lecture, Amrendra Prabhu, yesterday. So we'll stop here.